This is Jordan Tao with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Okay, so 50 Cent got on the Breakfast Club today, and they asked him a lot of questions. He finally addresses this Jay-Z hating on him at the Super Bowl. He says, absolutely. And this all started from, they were talking about Lil Wayne in the Super Bowl and how it was not Jay-Z really hating on Drake, because he confirmed that Drake has been offered the Super Bowl multiple times, and he turned it down because, you got to pay to do the Super Bowl. It's not free. You actually have to pay to set up your performance and everything. It's not free. Dre wanted to do it. And then 50 Cent and Jay-Z have this competition. He says, Jay-Z took competition to a different level than music. And he was trying to, he was like, what are you doing, man? You're trying to stop me from performing at the Super Bowl. But Eminem said he wouldn't do it unless 50 Cent was involved, and then it was all good. Now, this all came from a Yayo conversation on Drink Champs, I think. Yayo had confirmed all this. Now, 50 Cent addressed Yayo doing VladTV all the time, and he said, I don't understand half the things he says on there, and I don't like him saying all that stuff. It's too revealing, and I'd prefer him not to do it. And I got to start feeding him different information for him to tell people, and he's like, Yayo's one of those friends that you wish you didn't have, but because he's your best friend, you won't let anybody ever do anything to him, and you always make sure he's okay. He says he's my best friend, but he creates a lot of issues for me. Just like, he created a lot of issues with the Jimmy Henchman situation, but he wouldn't let anything happen to Yayo. So he always steps in and makes sure Yayo's good. Now, he talked about a G-Unit reunion because that's always a topic. He says that'll never happen because, Banks is off doing his thing, and it's just too much. I'm better being focused on myself. Banks could have been on tour with us, but he removed himself from the situation. Buck's and Buck is like a liar and always doing this and that. Buck is a problem. Buck went against G-Unit in 50 twice, so you'd keep him out. And it's just too much work. He said, I sacrificed a lot of my career helping other people like The Game, Yayo, Banks, and it just takes a lot to do other people's careers, so he's going to just focus on his career. He also talked about Casanova and other people being around him getting indicted and getting RICOs. He says, keep all them kind of people away from me. I don't need that kind of energy around me. I ain't trying to get looped up in a RICO. I ain't no gang. I ain't no gang. And then the Omari situation, where Omari keeps putting out stuff about 50, and not owing him money. And 50 Cent, he always talks highly of 50 Cent lending him money when he needed it, and then getting paid, paying him back and everything. But he says 50 is a good guy. Like, I needed money in the beginning, and he made sure I was straight. But he also says, Omari puts out a lot of other things and doesn't clear it up. Like, like I held him back, or he was the reason why the show was so successful. It's like, yeah, he says, I think he put too much value on himself. I mean, he's a great character and he brought that character to life. But why isn't he having success outside of that character if he's so special? That's a good point, and says 50 says, I bring a lot of people into the game, like, the writer Courtney Kemp, who he's partners with on writing a lot of shows. And he says, it's not, I'm the special sauce, basically 50 saying. I'm the special sauce that finds special people, brings them to the light, but then they get out of, not Courtney, but Omari gets a little bit out of pocket where it's like, do I want to work with this guy? And he puts a lot of weird narratives out there and doesn't clear them up. Anyways, this is Jordan Tao with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. I'll check you guys in the next one. Peace.